Hey, I'm Kev Welcome back to MotoGP 19 as we're heading to South America. The Gran Premio Moto de la República, Argentina. So last time we began our development with the distance analysis and a quick lap simulation, but we did not try out the race simulation. So let's try this out. 152.880 we've got to beat. 5 laps. Again, I'm not sure if we have to achieve that over 2 laps or achieve that over 5 laps. I guess it's over 5 laps because to get the development points, we've got to have 3 valid laps and 5 valid laps. So let's get... Should we get the recommended tyres or should we go medium? Or soft medium, actually. Should we try out soft medium? I'm not sure we have the tyre life maybe to achieve it all, but... in order to get the pace, to get the lap times, I think we need to go a bit softer than the recommended. So, let's go back. Let's actually select this. And let's try achieve this with a bike which is still developing. We've improved the frame, but we need much more improvement in that. As that's not good. So, we're trying to achieve development here. So we are in Argentina. On the Tomás de Rio Hondo circuit, so that 52.8 to beat. 5 laps to do it. You already seen we've had a couple of attempts not go well, so I'm not sure if that counts. But let's see. So we can't achieve the 5. We can just about achieve the 3, but this bike would be very lucky. I'm not sure if they increase the gearing as well, as 1.5 seconds back already. My god, after 1 sector. It's got heavy braking. I'm really liking the vibration through the controller now. At least just feeling something. I can feel the G-force. I think that's what we're feeling. As I can feel it a bit through that left-hander. Not being flat out. Not feeling as right, but again the marbles maybe are not built up. Yeah, but then it often is quite a dirty track, normally at first. So expected to be feeling that, being offline, as we're 3.9 seconds back. Not in a month of Sundays are we achieving this 52.8. I don't think. Got 55.6. Just under 5 seconds back. We have to lose lots of rear brakers so to get this bike stopped. Oh, it's nice feeling the bumps there under braking. So the bike tries to get sideways when you got on the power. Improved by half a second in the first set, but we're still a second back. Now the intention was to keep it at the maximum. Opponent-wise, the whole of the season, because now we're at big boy level. But if this is the level we're far back, maybe not. So 2.5 seconds behind Canet. Get nicely on the power, nice and early. Nicely on the power early again. Got 4 seconds back. We could get a 54 here. Don't get too excited. And that's what we're fighting for at the moment. 55.5, we're 5 seconds back. Guessing everyone's a bit better bunched up now in front. So we've done 2 laps. Not close to achieving the target. So a bit wide there. Pushing as hard as we can. Do think gearing's a bit limited. Round here, we need it a bit longer. You just need a faster bike as well, unfortunately. See a bike trying to go down our inside there, so yeah, we're not achieving the race simulation. We might have to go back to the pits, put on the soft tyres and see. You can at least do the quali sim. I know we're now on the back foot qualifying modes because we've used the soft tyre front. I know this is a PB, 3.8 seconds back. It's all 5th really tanks. Maybe he got to shorten that. There's hello. Hey, we're trying to brake for the last corner, right? There's 55.7. At least you're consistently in the high 55s to high 55s. Well, you failed. So I think we can forget about the race simulation. I don't understand why distance analysis is a much slower time itself, 53.6, and then 51.7 for qualifying sim. Well, I feel like race simulation and distance analysis should be quite similar time-wise, and this should be much quicker, like it is. So let's look at the live session. Let's actually look at the timing. So they are much closer, and it's like everyone. Look at McPhee, there he is in 12th. You're going to miss Drew, finally. And look at that, we're 1.5 seconds slower than Ken Onshu. Oh, great. They've stepped everything up, haven't they? So let's see what we can do in the qualifying sim then. Let's go back to that. Let's whack on the recommended tyres. And let's give it a go. So we go, take 2 then. I have no idea why the bike just understood like a hell there. Like you saw on our race simulation, you could easy flat through that corner, so I don't understand it. So we're trying to get the power early. Okay, that would have gone slightly wide. There we go. I'll check the apex. 7/10 back. This is not working, is it? I feel like I should have gone with Honda Team Asia now. See, they've done the same thing they did to 18, where the difficulty might have been a bit easier to begin with, and then they've just ramped it up to 100,000. So they've maybe just had it up to like 130, and then like an ultimate. No, go. Don't care, we've gone wide. 3.4 seconds back.
Got one more lap of doing this, and then it's qualifying. So where's the bike going? Still in the 55s? Come on, we've got to at least get in the 54s. I forgot to adjust the gearing as well, just remembered that. So we're quicker. Doesn't say how much quicker we are, but we're quicker. That's encouraging. And out the hairpin, we're finding out the split then. 1.7 seconds slower. Already fading. Only halfway through the lap. So we are pushing like a hell, but this is only the best we can do. 2.5 seconds back, so we improved by almost a second. Let's go into the final corner, nice and smooth on the power, over the bumps. 53.7, we're only 3 seconds off the pace. High five, everyone. High five. So another adjustment they've made. They got rid of the X to choose how quick you can fast forward. They've got it to time 60 now. You just hold down the button. Not sure I understand that one. Guess it makes a bit more sense. Like I would have just liked the more free choice of choosing times. Like just include the time 60 as an extra option rather than just holding down the button. But I understand why. They just wanted to make it a bit easier. Maybe just hold down the button. So there we go, McPhee in the top 10, just a second off the pace. And then we got the Italians show up there, looking a bit more realistic now. You got Tazaki in 17th. Maybe not realistic, we got Fanati down in 22nd, what the hell? As we are last by over a second. Fantastic. And there's your winner and second place in 27-28 from the first round. That shows you the difference. Post-patch. As combined 3 practice sessions, I wonder where we are. Oh, we're last? What a shock. As we're lost by 1.5 seconds. My god. Gonna have to do some tinkering as the top 14. There's McPhee up there. You got Kornfeld as well, the last ahead of Foggia by 18 thousandths of a second. So you are in qualifying 1. The goal is to be in the top 4 so you can make it to qualifying 2. I don't want to say it's a remote possibility, but I'm not feeling that confident. So we go then for a qualifying effort. This should be fantastic fun as already the bike's not stopping. My god. Yeah, the best way. Oh, we might have tuck back in. I've just pressed right. Look at the speed increase. Let's tuck back in. Oh, it does seem to increase a bit better holding Y now. Again, I'm not sure if I'm just imagining that. I hope I'm not. Is that why I had to sacrifice X on the live timing screen? Right, we've got to move it to Y somewhere else. We've got to add tuck back in. Maybe not, as they're not really increasing it. At the end of the straight, again, I forgot to change gearing. Good job. Good tight line there for the left-hander. So 1.6 seconds back. Let's get hard on the power out of the right-hander. This could be a pretty lonely race, unfortunately. Go through the left. 2.4 seconds back. I have made some changes to the steering head inclination. I just put it all the way down on one and all the way to the other side for like the rake. Seems to be improving. Seems to have really improved it. Seems to improve it to a 54.8. Somehow we're fourth at the moment, but I'm guessing people haven't really been setting nap time. So that thing hasn't changed then. They don't really seem to be setting that time so we're not out there. It might be the way we sneak through. Having no one out there. So go all over the curb, be aggressive. 3/10 back. We're competitive in the first sector. Less than half a second back. That's competitive. That's encouraging, at least. Let's see how we're down to 11th as quick as we can blink. 9/10 back. Now we just show a lack of straight line speed because that's just a hairpin corner. That sector. And a straight. It's a bit wide. .6 back. We're set for 53. You know, being very wide for the left. Once again, tanking in those middle gears, really. 4th and 5th. .54.3, no. 2.2 back. One final lap, maybe. Maybe not braking as hard. I think that's a bit of an issue as well. It's 9/10 back. Maybe tyres gone as well. So go for the left. 1.5 back. So it's still 6/10 slower. Don't think I got the bike into this corner last attempts. No. That's a bit better. There you go, nice and early on the power. 2.1 back. So you've actually gained some time, I think, through that sector. Much tighter through the left. And hard on the power over the line. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. It's the top 4 going through. Garcia, Canonshu, Philippe Salak, and Albert Arenas ahead of Dennis Foggia. That's a surprise. No Fanati as well, but he normally isn't good at qualifying. Sasaki joining us in the Maya, so just 3 tenths behind everyone else. I guess that's not too bad. Please let the race be more entertaining. So let's see what the tyres everyone's chosen. Medium, hard. It actually makes sense now, the tyres. Soft, medium from Connect, Gambling. Mostly medium and hard, so soft mediums as well. Quite a few riders soft and hard from Garcia. Very interesting, as we've gone for mediums. But lots of medium hards, lots of soft hards. It actually makes sense, the tyre choices. That's good to see. That's kind of been fixed. No, why are you telling us at the bottom? We know it's a manual clutch start. Why are we in third? What the hell? I pressed it once. As we got 11 laps of this. Oh my god. Bye everyone. It's nice seeing you all. So hello, Marbles. They're still around. So we're gaining a bit for that left-hander. We've got one good corner on this circuit. There's no bike. Why does it like to go wide there? Oh, I forgot to change the gearing as well. We're going to be losing out down this straight, aren't we? There's Kornfeld and Fogger battling the points. I remember those times. All those races ago. Doesn't help when we're going wide in corners. It's Fanati battling for 23rd with Masaki. Home here, Rodrigo out with the points in 17th with Garcia. Let's come back here, Perez. We need someone to battle with. I hope we're not wearing out the tyres a bit more going down to first here, but we need to in some of these corners. At least the battling in front, it's allowing us to cling on. 2.2 back. There's your Chenko and Sasaki. Poor start from our teammate. Let's go into the final corner. 2:04. What a dreadful lap time. Well, the pace is consistent. And I go line through the first corner. Good confident line for the right hand on the back straight as Perez has made a place. That's where he lost those 3 tenths. There's Onshu. Bit of surprise in qualifying. Sadly, he's back where he normally is in the race. No, I can't use any rear brake, unfortunately, in the race. Maybe on the odd occasion. It's gone a bit more aggressive with the rear tyre, so kind of limits our use of it as De La Porta gets the lead. Suki, the VR46 man. Opus up to 18th, 2, we're up to 9th ahead of Arenas. It's all a bit wide. 3.5 back. They're already falling back from the pack as well. .5. Had to use lots of rear brake there to brake for the final corner. So a bit wide. 55.6. 5 seconds off the pace. I wonder if 4 seconds back over anyone else. That's a bit better in the first corner, like we carried a bit more speed through there. The bumps actually pushed us wide there, breaking over them. That's good to see. Maybe on that occasion, but good to see in general. There's Perez and Onshu back there like a hell over second to last. So Gigo, he sniffs a point in 16th. Yeah, going's actually too long. Not even reaching 6th gear on the back straight. 4.7 back. We're good for half a lap. Then we really fall back. Let's Rodrigo into the points ahead of Rossi. Goes ahead at Onshu, but look at them side by side into the left. We can barely see it with our binoculars. So once again, wide through that left. Gone are the days of the camber really enticing you into that corner. Now, you just got to get in there early, otherwise the corner will just fall away from you. Just not doing it at the moment. It's hard on the power. 55.1. We're only 4.6 seconds back now. We're improving. We can get to the 54 soon. That's better. That's not better, clipping the grass. We've got battle of the Japanese right over 23rd. It's 5.8 back. Booth Amos up to 25th ahead of Yurchenko. Let's connect into the lead ahead of De La Porta. Binder in the top 10 ahead of Arenas. Got nice clouds, don't they, in the sky? Those are pretty nice. Those clouds. Look at those clouds in front. Those are pretty nice. So is this runoff. This runoff is nice colours in the runoff there. Sasaki up to 26th. Like, I wish they put the blue here for this runoff. It's totally not off track. So you get nothing for that still. I don't know how that's not been fixed. 6.6 back. Look at McPhee in 8th. Absolute legend. The wee McPhee. Where he belongs. As we go on to the 5th lap of the race. 55.3. We're getting consistent with lap times. You know, we're aiming for the 54, but you know, we just can't quite sneak in. As now, just before the halfway mark, we have lost sight of everyone now in this race. There's Suzuki up to 10th ahead of Binder. Oh, what is the bike doing through that right-hander? If you don't get that line right, if you don't turn in early, you might as well not turn in at all. It just wants it understeer like a hill. So we're 8 seconds back. Just 8. So we're losing like a second and a half to the guys right at the back of the field. Man, I wish I could have found the patch notes before doing this race. I would have adjusted things, but hey, it's a hard enough life. And a new team, remember, for 2019 as well. Of the MotoGP team. Moto2. There's only 8.8 back. Can we be less than 10 seconds back at the halfway mark of this race? We'll find out very shortly. We're about to meet that mark. So once again, front doesn't want to grip at all. 55.8. Might as well not be allowed to race if we're heading towards the 56s already. I know, we're heading towards the marbles, I get it. P. Famos in 24th. At his moment in the sun. Coming in Garcia, and now look at him. That then being a top 20. Well, Garcia in 17th is doing decently. We're level in the first sector, my god! We're coming for you, Onshu. Just watch our pace in the second half of this race. So we're braking like a hell. Feel like the brakes are easier now, like I'm not locking up at the end of the braking phase. I declare that a halfway mark. We're less than 10 seconds back. I declare that a success. But I do feel like they ease off naturally at the end of the braking phase rather than like it. I really do have to try hard to lose it. 9.8 back as well. Oh my god, this is a lap of the gods here. This could be a 54. Right there, I've locked up, but it just grips more the brakes rather than lose it almost into the 53s. And the crowd go wild. Just half a second slower than anyone. So we're finding the middle phase of the race once again. Bikes coming to us. The comeback is on. Like, hitting the brake that hard, pre-patch, I would have been out of there. There's the Saki into the top 25 at the Mursaki. Battle of the surnames, and we gain time in the first sector. We've got a rocket ship underneath us. We just didn't realise it all this time. There's two up to 7th. We're launching a bit of a comeback in the second of this race. Like, I think it's more rear brake use. It's going to determine whether you go down now, which is like it was in 18. It's a bit disappointing. Like, I actually didn't mind the braking. So if they have inverted back to what it was like in 18, I'm a bit disappointed. But that's what I'm feeling after a handful of laps. Like, we've got to try it with the big boys. We've got to try it with the MotoGP bikes to really feel it, maybe. But still, we're right on their pace. This could be a bit quicker. Let's look at that, hitting an apex in the final corner as well. 53.5. Oh, can we get towards the 52s? Could we actually be a part of this race? News at 10. Get rid of your top story. You've got a new one. Kev Stone, competitive. Big news, big news. Andorra, this is going to be like big headlines in Andorra, like on the front page everywhere. It's going to be Red Bull Rookies Cup champion, actually decent on a Moto3 bike. Like, that will be the big news. Gonna be like 12-page spread, breaking down each lap, each braking point. There's going to be a movie made about this race as well, like you're seeing just the heartbreak and then the real low point and then the high point of this second half of the race. Like, you're going to have like Matt Damon playing, I don't know, Connect. You're going to have Christian Bale instead of Porter. It's going to be like, we're talking hundreds of millions chucked at this film. In Monopoly money, because I'm not sure Endor actually have hundreds of millions to throw at a film, but I never know. Never underestimate them. So we've lost it a bit this lap. This might not be the 52 he wanted. So we've got 3 laps to go. Oh, back into the 54s. What a scrub. Cancel the film, cancel the front pages, he's back to normal. We had a 1-lap dream. It's already over. I get it, I'm offline. So we're losing the rear. Because we've been using the rear brake in the initial phase, the braking phase, instead of the race. Just to let you in on the secret. That might have contributed to our fast pace. That might be contributing to our failing rear tyre at the moment. That's Rodrigo at a cornfield. Good battle for 14th between the Moto3 veterans. Right, Cornfield has been here since time began. He's had his good times, he's had his bad times. But he's always been here as Cornfield in Moto3, from I remember. Let's look at this. Look at the grip there. Why is no one taking that line? Absolutely amazing grip found out there. They get through here as well. Incredible grip. Once you just, 12 seconds up the road, like, you should be lapping us by now. Someone should be at least. And there we used the rear brake in the middle part of the braking phase where we're getting the initial engine braking. So we're using that rear brake all over the place. Just like our lap time, so we do a 54-1 for an ultimate lap of the race. So we use it in the initial phase there. Just experimenting with the rear brake. Seeing when best to use it as VR 6 rider up to 12 here at Arenas. Go flat out onto the back straight, taking no prisoners over that curve. That's what you got to be during that corner. 11.4 back. We found time once again in the first sector. There's our McPhee fading behind Suzuki. Or was that the bike fading? But so he's where he belongs, McPhee, in the top 10. So to get some points. Let's Garcia battling with the Red Bull Rookies Cup legend for MotoGP 18. Like, no one could defeat him. Like, no one can defeat Kev Stone in the battle for last place. Like, he's had a stranglehold on this since the very first quarter. Since the start. As we go through the left-hander. 12.3, we're only like half a second slower this lap. He's back on it, Stone. As Rodrigo got up to 13th head of Arenas. As we approach the final lap of this race. Tension-filled race it has been. Look at that, no rear brake use for that. Braking there. Maybe should have. Would have been in the 53s. 54.4. At least after that 55.8, we've been nowhere near the 55s. That's the good thing. Hello, bike. Alright, calm down. Really does hate that getting on the barrel that first corner. As Fanati down in 22nd. What has happened to the Italian around here? We're expecting much better from the veteran. In the end, we've only lost around a second per lap to Onshu. Oh, we have improved quite a bit. Shevchenko up to 26th ahead of Masaki. As Della Porta wins ahead of Canet. Well done to the Leopard rider. Taking over as team leader for that team. After the years of Bezecchi, of Juan Mir, Danny Kent. New kid on the block, the Italian. Look at Stone with this final lap. Could be a 53. End on a high, maybe. All of the rear brake for the final braking joint. That did not quite work out. There's it go. 54. Yeah, you cheer. It was a close one at the front. As the Porter wins ahead of Canetta and Mazzia. Then we've got Antonetti that covered by less than a second, the top four. Firmino, Ramirez, Arbolino. Where did he come from? He was like out of the points, wasn't he? Stage. How did he finish up in 7th? The Tubers, Azeki, McPhee with a top 10. Good job from the Scot ahead of Binder. Then the next group has Vittetti. Is that how you say it? I always forget how to say it. But we've got Rodrigo in 13th, getting some home points at the Kornfeld and Arenas, the veterans. Running out the points ahead of Alonso Lopez and Foggia, Sergio Garcia. Back down to earth. Rossi rounding out the top 20. Fanati in 22nd. Booth Amos in 24th. Sasaki in 25th. And the star of the show in last. See, our fastest lap was right there with the other slowpoke. So that was good, at least. As in the Riders' Championship, Della Porta leads by 11 points already. Got a bit of a gap ahead of Canet. Booth Amos down to 4th. We might see him continue to slide down the order as they can further down. Look at Mino up 10 places. Abadona up 11. Stone down 6th. It was a nice run in the top 10. You got Suzuki, McPhee up 12 places. Up from like second to last, wasn't he? As it's like 21 riders scored points. Maybe it'd be a bit less if we started the season post-patch, but it'd be interesting to see in the championship where all of these, or how it shakes up and how we see all these riders go. Has Perez in last. In the teams championship, they're Pardine by 16 points ahead of Buster Capital Dubai. Green Power down a couple of places. I expect them to continue tumbling down the order. Stray Glitzer down 3 places. As looking further down, Patronus down a couple places as well, disappointingly. That's 13 teams have scored points, just 3 haven't.
Considering how today's race went, a little disappointment is more than understandable. The rider and mechanics are going to be talking long into the night so that this team can have better results next time out.
It's freaking creepy that you can see the eyes through the helmet. Just noticed that for the first time, but it was a bit of a failure. I know, nice result in the end for the weekend total. As we don't have any development points. We used it all in the frame. As next time we head to America and Austin, the circuit of the Americas. Normally a kinder circuit. Might have to make it some kinder settings next time as well. I did not expect it to be that difficult, but we're almost there that time-wise. Just not consistently. It was a bit of a glory that, wasn't it? From Stone. So we'll adjust things next time. Hopefully it'll be a bit competitive, maybe fight for points. That's what realistic we should be doing with this bike. Not actually winning races, not actually grabbing top fives or fighting for podiums. You should be just fighting for maybe fringe of the top 10, but realistically for points. So if we get the sense for that right, and then as the bike improves, maybe be fighting for top 10s, top 5s, that's what we should be aiming for rather than outright fighting at the front. So see if we can fight for points in America. So unfortunately, we'll find out next time.